I wasn't even looking, I whispered to no one, staring at the screen. His screen. His phone, the message lit up without warning. See, can't wait for this weekend. Last night was amazing. I blinked. Once. Twice. My hands? They didn't listen. They tapped. Scrolled another message. See, you make me feel like I'm the only one. I hate that we have to hide. No. No. I locked the screen. Then unlocked it again. Maybe I imagined it. I didn't. It was still there. What? My throat felt tight. I was sitting on the couch just minutes ago, flipping through some dumb baking show while waiting for him to finish his shower. He always left his phone around. Always. I opened the chat. Him, you're the best part of my day. Him, she's been distant lately. I think she knows something. See, then tell her. Or are you scared of hurting her? I froze. My thumb hovered over the screen, trembling. She? Me? I read the messages again, slower this time. She's been distant. No. I've been tired. I've been working. I dropped the phone. It hit the carpet with a soft thud. I couldn't breathe. My pulse roared in my ears. He cheated. My husband cheated. The air around me warped, as if I had slipped underwater. I stared ahead, unblinking. The wedding photo on the wall caught my eye. That stupid smile on his face. The one he gave me before he walked down the aisle. Before he promised forever. Lena? His voice rang out from the bathroom. Where's my towel? I scrambled. I picked up the phone, locked it, placed it back exactly where he left it, top drawer. I called out, somehow steady. The bathroom door creaked. I sat back down, legs crossed, remote in hand, heartbroken. He walked out wrapped in a towel, drying his hair with another. Dinner smells great. Is it ready? I looked up at him. Looked through him. Almost. He smiled. That same soft smile. The one I used to trust. You okay? Yeah, I said. Just tired. He leaned down and kissed my forehead. I didn't flinch. Didn't move. I didn't exist. I'll set the table, he said, walking past me. My chest ached. Not just from betrayal, but from the performance I was suddenly trapped in. I stood, robotically, and moved to the kitchen. What did you do today? He asked, pulling out plates, laundry, grocery shopping. Cleaned the hallway. And discovered my husband is in love with someone named C. He laughed. You do so much. I don't say that enough. I wanted to scream. You really don't. I replied instead. He glanced at me, a little thrown. Something wrong? Nope. He looked away, distracted by a notification on his phone. I watched as he casually picked it up and smiled, before slipping it into his pocket. My stomach turned. I turned off the stove. You remember our anniversary dinner last month? I asked, plating the pasta, of course. What was your favorite part? He chuckled. Probably the wine. Or that dessert. What was it, again? That molten chocolate thing? I stared at him. The place we went. You said it was our spot. Did you mean that? Yeah. I mean, sure. Of course I did. Funny, I said softly, setting the plate down. Because someone else sat across from you a few weeks ago at that same table. She took a selfie. He blinked. What? Nothing, I said quickly. Just memories. I watched him chew. I watched him pretend. Are we okay? He asked suddenly. I laughed. Why wouldn't we be? He shrugged. You've been quiet lately. You've been busy, I said, pushing food around my plate. Long nights. Lots of work dinners. He looked uncomfortable. Yeah. It's been a lot. You should rest, I said. Or maybe take a weekend off. Go somewhere. With someone who makes you feel like the only one. He froze. What? I smiled. Nothing. Just thinking out loud. We ate in silence. That night, I lay beside him, eyes wide open in the dark. His breathing was soft. Peaceful. I turned my back. To him? The messages kept echoing in my head. You make me feel like I'm the only one. I think she knows something. I didn't know until tonight. But now that I do, everything, looks different. Our wedding vows, our home, his touch, his words, all of it? A script. And I'd been the only one reading it sincerely, but not anymore. Tonight, I saw the truth. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. I didn't cry. Not yet. The tears would come later. Right now? I was rewriting the story, and I wasn't the fool in it anymore. The front door clicked, and I felt my pulse throb. Hey, babe, I'm home, he announced, casual, carefree. I pressed my smile into place. Dinner's almost done. He kissed my cheek. Smells amazing. How was work? I asked, voice sugar smooth. Busy, meetings back to back, he said, loosening his tie. You know Mondays. I nodded, watching his fingers. They untied the knot with muscle memory, hands that had typed love notes to another woman hours ago. He opened the fridge. Did you get that craft beer I like? I did. I forced warmth into the words. Top shelf. Perfect. The bottle hissed. He took a long drink. You're the best. I plated the pasta. Table's ready. He settled into his chair. I sat opposite, the candlelight flickering between us like a warning flare. He twirled noodles, chewed, groaned approvingly. So good. I don't know how you manage to cook after your shifts. I manage, I replied, steady. Inside, I screamed, you're quiet tonight. Just tired. I cut a piece of garlic bread. Any interesting projects? Same old, he said. Quarterly reports, budget reviews, kind of dull. No client dinners? He shook his head. Not tonight. Thank God. Liar. I swallowed. The accusation with water. Eat, love. You've barely touched it. I will. I studied his face, every effortless lie. Do you ever feel like we're drifting? Drifting? No. Why? I'm just wondering. We hardly talk lately. He reached across, brushed my hand. Work's been insane, but it'll slow down. Promise. Promises. Vows. All those shredded words. Maybe we should plan a getaway, he offered. Beach weekend. Sounds nice, I murmured. He smiled, relieved. See? We're good. Good. Like the steak he ordered for Clara. Remember our last anniversary dinner? Of course, the rooftop place. What was the dessert called? Molten chocolate lava? Wrong. We'd shared creme brulee. I might hit the gym early tomorrow, he said. You mind if I leave before you're up? No problem. He lifted his glass. To us. I clinked, heard it crack inside my skull. To us. Any news from your side? I had an interesting conversation. Yeah? With who? Myself. I realized I don't know you. He laughed nervously. Come on, you know me better than anyone. Do I? Tell me something real. Like what? Anything you haven't told me. You're acting weird. Is everything okay? Everything's perfectly normal. He relaxed. Then stopped interrogating me. Eat. Silence stretched, thin and sharp. Forks clinked. My heart hammered. Dessert. I baked a pie. Poison with truth I couldn't serve yet. I'll get plates, he said, disappearing. My phone buzzed. Did you talk to him? I ignored it. He returned. Smells heavenly. I cut 2 slices. Here. He moaned appreciatively. Marry me again. I'm serious, he insisted. Sure, I whispered. Seriously, Lena, you're my everything. Am I really? Of course. Can we be honest for one night? I'm always honest. Always? Yeah. His voice rose. What's this about? Just an experiment. Okay, truth, I'm exhausted, I hate my manager, and I miss spending time with you. Happy? Lie, lie, lie. Thank you for sharing. Your turn. Truth? I feel like I'm eating with a stranger. Where's this coming from? I don't know. Maybe I'm tired too. Look at me, he pleaded. I met his eyes, murky waters hiding monsters. We're okay, he insisted, if you say so. He gathered dishes. I'll clean up. You relax. Need help? Nah, he rinsed plates. Soap suds slid over his wedding ring, a ring. Still warm from texting her. Remember when we chose that ring? Best day of my life. Mine too. Past tense in my heart. Movie night? I'm beat. Rain check. Sure. He kissed my forehead. I'll finish some emails. Emails, more like love notes. Good luck. I opened my journal, wrote 1 sentence. He lies as easily as he breathes. Tears burned. I lay back, eyes on the ceiling fan. It spun, careless. So did my life. My phone buzzed again. Call me if you need an alibi tomorrow. I slid it away. I wasn't ready. Doors closed, faucets ran. His nightly routine unfolded unchecked. Minutes later he entered, phone in hand. All set. You asleep? I pretended drowsiness. Almost. He undressed, slid into bed. Good night, love. Night, I whispered. The room went dark, but inside me, neon warnings flashed. His breathing deepened. I lay rigid, counting beats. Point 1 plan formed. Find everything, know everything, then decide. But for now, I listened to the stranger beside me, memorizing the rhythm of deceit. Marissa, I need a favor. What happened now, Lena? I found her. Clara Warren. The marketing consultant. Silence crackled through the phone. How sure are you? Her selfies matched the hotel wallpaper from his expense report. That sure. Exactly. I paced the kitchen, breath hitching. What do you want me to do? She asked. Keep me from burning my whole life down. Copy that. Step 1. Recon. Instagram recon. And LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook. She lives online. My laptop glowed like an interrogation lamp. Scroll, screenshot, curse, repeat. There, I hissed. Weekend in Napa. Same weekend he said the retreat ran long. Let me see. I forwarded the photo. Marissa whistled. He's in the background. The coward didn't even hide. More photos slid past my screen, rooftop bars, hotel lobbies, stolen sunsets, then I stopped breathing. What is it? Marissa asked. My bracelet, I croaked. The silver knot one? Yes. I thought I lost it months ago. On Clara's wrist it shimmered, mocking me. I slammed the laptop. Meet me at Strata Cafe, I said. 20 minutes. Are you sure? I need real air. Asterisk. Strata hummed with early evening chatter. I chose a table near the window, heart rattling. Marissa arrived first, clutching printouts. You printed them? Evidence feels heavier on paper, she said, then the bell over the door chimed again. She walked in. Clara was shorter than I imagined, confident stride, scarlet lips. My bracelet winked on her arm. Marissa's mouth fell open. She's here. Of course she is, I whispered. This is his favorite cafe. Clara ordered, laughing with the barista the way I used to. I stood. Lena, wait, I have to see her. I approached the counter. Excuse me, Clara? She turned, startled. Yes? I extended my hand. I'm Lena, friend of Daniel's. Her eyes flickered. Oh, Daniel. Right, from the agency event. She shook my hand. My husband loves this place, I added, her smile dimmed. He does? Do you? Just found it. Great taste. Marissa joined, placing a gentle hand on my elbow. Your bracelet is gorgeous, she said to Clara. Thanks, got it recently. I leaned closer. Funny, I had one exactly like it. Lost it around Valentine's Day. Color drained from Clara's cheeks. Marissa coughed. So, Clara, marketing consultant? Yes. She said quickly. Freelance. Travel a lot? I asked. Depends on clients. Napa? Copenhagen? Santorini? She swallowed. Sometimes. I slid my phone across the counter. A picture of her and Daniel at the Napa vineyard glowed. Her throat worked. Look, I don't. Do you know he's married? He said you were separated. And you believed him? She broke eye contact. I wanted to. My voice shook. He proposed here. Right by that table. She followed my pointing finger. He bought me that dress in the window for his birthday last year. I continued. My gaze cut to her phone case where a mirror reflected a familiar emerald dress. Recognition sparked in her eyes. She whispered, oh my God. I came to meet the woman who borrowed my husband, my bracelet, and my memories. I didn't. Marissa stepped in. Save it. She's heard enough lies. Clara's shoulders sagged. I'm sorry. I laughed, brittle. Sorry doesn't untangle knots. Barista cleared his throat. Everything okay? Peachy, I said, turning away. Marissa guided me back to our table. That was bold, she murmured. I thought I'd feel better. Do you? I shook my head. Not yet. Clara collected her drink, started toward the exit, then paused. She walked over. Can we talk privately? Marissa bristled. I nodded once. Clara sat. I didn't know at first. He wore no ring. He said the divorce was pending. He never even filed papers, I said. I found out last week. Tears glimmered. I ended it. I saw posts from 2 days ago. He begged me to keep them up. Image management. I blinked. Typical. She slid off the bracelet. It's yours. I stared at the silver knot, symbol of unity, broken. I let it drop into my palm. She whispered, I'll delete the photos. Leave them, I said. Marissa frowned. Why? Proof. Receipts. Let the world see. Clara stood. I am sorry. Live with it, I replied. She left, heels clicking like a metronome counting down my marriage. Marissa exhaled. You handled that better than I would. I wasn't finished, I said, texting Daniel. Dinner at Strata? Your favorite. Send. He replied instantly. On my way. Marissa's eyes widened. You're setting the stage. I want him to walk into the ashes. 20 minutes later, the bell chimed again. He spotted me. Relief washed over his face. Hey, love. Surprise coffee? I motioned him over. Sit. He kissed my forehead. What's up? I placed the bracelet on the table. His smile faltered. You found it. I found her. Blood drained from his face. Marissa slid the printouts to him. He flipped through. Silent. I whispered, speak. I can explain. Try. He opened his mouth, closed it. Clara's lipstick stain still marked his collar. I tapped it. His shoulders collapsed. I'm sorry. That seems popular tonight. He glanced at Marissa. Can we talk alone? Everything you hid was done in public. We'll keep it public. He swallowed. I love you. No, I said. You love convenience. He reached for my hand. I withdrew. Marissa's voice cut like a scalpel. Checkmate. I stood. Keep the pictures. They belong to you too. He whispered, please. Enjoy your coffee, I said, leaving him with the evidence in his silence. Outside, night air slapped my cheeks. Marissa joined me. You okay? No. But I'm awake. I'll rebuild, I muttered. Marissa squeezed my shoulder. Brick by brick. With truth as mortar, I answered. She nodded. And no borrowed memories. We kept walking until streetlights blurred, and my tears finally arrived, hot, silent, cleansing. Tomorrow, Marissa whispered, we see a lawyer. I'll bring screenshots. And I'll bring courage. Deal. We turned corner, dawn hinting violet. I felt cracked, but cracks are where bright sunrise fits. Marissa, sit. I shut the apartment door with a thud that rattled the frames. She set her purse down. Lena, you're scaring me. I'm past scaring. I'm furious. I tossed the printed screenshots onto the coffee table. Look at them. She reached, fingers trembling. You finally saw? I finally saw everything, I snapped. And now I need to know how long you've been seeing it, too. Her eyes glossed. A while. How long is a while? I moved closer. Days? Weeks? Months? 6 weeks. She whispered, 6. I laughed, sharp and ugly. That's 42 nights. You nodded along while he lied to my face. I wanted to tell you. Then why didn't you? She rubbed her temples. Because you were happy again. After the promotion, after your mom's surgery, you were finally breathing. He said it was ending. I believed him. He said he still loved me but was confused, right? I flung his quoted text at her. Confused people buy flowers, Marissa. They don't book Vineyard Suites. She flinched. I'm sorry. Sorry is cheap. Trust is not. She sank onto the sofa. I thought protecting you meant waiting until I was sure. Protecting me? By editing my reality? I paced. You're my sister by choice. You don't get to curate the pain. You think I can handle. She covered her face. I was a coward. Yes, I said. The word tasted metallic. Both of you chose silence over honesty. She lifted her head. I confronted him once. He swore it was over. He begged me not to ruin everything. And you listened. I jabbed a finger at my chest. But you never asked what keeping his secret would ruin for me. Tears streaked her cheeks. I know. Do you? I grabbed my wedding photo from the mantel. I look ridiculous. Here. All in. No clue my two favorite people were drafting a tragedy behind the scenes. It wasn't a conspiracy. It became one the moment you kept his confession. She inhaled shakily. You're right. Silence stretched, heavy. I heard the clock tick, the fridge hum, my heart pound. She whispered, can we fix this? I don't know. I sank opposite her. Help me understand something. When he texted you that he loved me but was confused, did you believe love looked like betrayal? I told him love doesn't hurt the way he was hurting you. He cried, Lena. He said he hated himself. And that moved you? I scoffed. He weaponized guilt. Classic. She wiped mascara trails. I thought guilt would make him stop. Guilt makes liars creative, not honest. She winced. I failed you. I breathed slowly, steadying the quake. Tell me everything. All of it. No filters. She nodded. It started at a conference. He met Clara. He told me after the second rendezvous, swore it was a mistake. I threatened to tell you. He begged. Said he was ending it, going to therapy, anything. And then? A week later he admitted they'd met again. That's when I saved the evidence, hoping what? That I'd drop a bomb if he didn't stop. But you never dropped it. I kept giving deadlines. He kept pleading. I froze. I stared at her. Did you like the power? She shook her head violently. No. I hated every second. Yet you lived in it. She whispered, I was scared you'd hate me. I hate being right now more than I could ever hate you, I said, shoulders slumping. But I'm wounded, Marissa. Deep. She reached across the table. Let me help stop the bleeding. I hesitated, then let her fingers brush mine. Start by never shielding me from pain again. I promise. Promises feel brittle. I'll reinforce them with actions, she said. Lawyer, therapy, whatever you need. I'm there. I exhaled. I meet the lawyer at 9 tomorrow. Be my witness? Yes. Good. Second, forward every text, every photo he sent you. She unlocked her phone immediately. Done. A ping hit my inbox. Receipts. I nodded. Third, I need you to confront him with me. No sidelines. Her jaw tightened. Tell me when. Friday. His office. Public. I met her eyes. You in? I'm in. I'll stand beside you, not behind. Thank you. She squeezed my hand. I love you, Lena. I searched her face. Love is truth. She whispered, truth from now on. I leaned back, exhaustion crashing. I feel betrayed twice. Husband. Best friend. Double impact. I'll spend the rest of my life turning that impact into support. We'll see, I said quietly. She swallowed. Do you want me to leave? I considered. The apartment felt like a wound. Stay. But give me space. Guest room. Of course. She rose. At the hallway she stopped. One more thing, you're not alone. Asterisk. I managed a nod, the guest door clicked shut. I collapsed onto the couch, phone buzzing with her forwarded files. I scrolled, dates, please, excuses. My chest hurt, but clarity cut through the ache. 2 cowards had cornered me. One would face divorce. The other? Maybe redemption. If she earned it. I deleted our wedding photo from the mantle, leaving the frame empty. Then I whispered to the silence, love without truth is rot. The room held its breath. For once, so did I. Timeline, I demanded. Date stamps. First message he sent me was March 2nd, she said. He wrote, I messed up once, I won't again. March 2nd, I repeated. Our skiing weekend, when he faked a migraine. Yes. Second breach? March 12th. Hotel downtown. He begged me not to judge. Third, April 5th. Napa Pictures. He blamed the conference schedule. Each date pierced like a needle. And you carried those needles for me rather than hand me the truth. I thought knowledge would destroy you. Secrets did worse. She nodded, voice small. I get that now. And the therapist he promised? 1 session, maybe 2. He quit when it got hard. Figures, I muttered. Cowards prefer comfort to change. Outside rain began, soft but relentless. Name? The receptionist's voice was gentle, but my pulse misheard it as a siren. Lena Carmichael, I answered, handing over the clipboard. My signature shook like a seismograph. Dr. Patel will see you shortly. I lowered onto a mint green chair. Faux tranquil ocean sounds oozed from a speaker. I checked the exit signs anyway. The door opened. Lena? Soft, firm. I stood. Follow me, she said. Her sari was the color of calm water. I followed like a storm. Inside, sunlight spilled across a couch and a single armchair. Bookshelves, tissues, no ticking clocks, she pointed. Where would you feel safest? Nowhere, escaped me. Then I sat on the couch, hugging a pillow like body armor. She settled opposite. I'm Dr. Maya Patel. What brings you here today? My marriage detonated. I can't find my pieces. Tell me how the blast started. I inhaled. Words clogged. Then I began. Text messages. Affair. Best friend covering. Lies everywhere. I'm the last to know. How long ago did you discover this? 3 nights. Feels like 3 years. She nodded slowly. Speak freely, nothing you say will shock me. I tried, choked, tried again. He said he was confused. My friend said she didn't want to hurt me. Everyone chose his comfort over my reality. Tears rushed before logic could stop them. Dr. Patel slid the tissue box closer. Betrayal rewires the nervous system. Crying is repair, not weakness. I feel insane, like every memory is counterfeit. That feeling is betrayal trauma, not madness. I gripped the pillow. Why can't I just hate him and move on? Because attachment is chemical, not logical. Your brain hasn't caught up to your evidence. I close my eyes. At night I hear phantom phone vibrations, like he's still texting me, good night, love. She leaned forward. When that happens, what do you do? I freeze. My body thinks the lie might still be true. Let's practice grounding. Name 5 things you see. Plant, lamp, rug, window, your shoes. 4 you can touch. Pillow, jeans, bracelets, leather journal. 3 you hear. Air vent, cars outside, your pen scratching. 2 you smell. Lavender candle, my own sweat. 1 you taste. Mint gum I chewed in the lobby. Does your heartbeat feel different? A little slower. That's your system remembering safety. I exhaled. Safety feels fictional. We'll help your body write a new nonfiction. I half smiled. Do you always speak in metaphors? Only when the nervous system needs poetry. She paused. What belief about yourself feels threatened most? That I'm lovable enough to stay faithful to. Reframe, his betrayal measures him, not you. I stared at the carpet pattern. I keep replaying vows, forsaking all others. He recited them like lyrics, not promises. What do you recite? I swallowed. Right now? I'm stupid, blind, dramatic. Replace that mantra with I'm wounded, aware, adapting. Wounded, aware, adapting, I repeated. It tasted sturdier, she nodded. Homework, write those 3 words every morning. Anything else swirling? My best friend knew. She froze. I freeze, too. Maybe we're the same coward. Freezing is a survival response, not a moral failure. Still hurts. Hurt is information, not identity. I leaned forward. Can I read you something? I pulled my old journal from my bag. It's from our honeymoon. Dr. Patel gestured. Whenever you're ready. I flipped pages, stopped. July 22nd, he tucked a hibiscus behind my ear and said, I'll protect you forever. I believed him more than gravity. My voice cracked. What do you feel hearing that? Like gravity lied, too. Notice your body. Chest. Tight, throat hot, fists clenched. Place your hand over your chest. Breathe. I obeyed. Tears slipped silently. She waited until I inhaled smoothly. What message would you tell July 22nd, Lena? Run. I laughed darkly. Another message? Maybe, keep loving, but keep eyes open. She nodded. Compassion for past selves softens current pain. I closed the journal. Past selves feel like other people. They're chapters, not strangers. I wiped my face. Am I overreacting wanting divorce? Wanting boundaries after betrayal is self-protection, not overreaction. So I'm not the dramatic wife. Not remotely. Relief prickled. Everyone used that label on me. They mislabeled your alarm bells as theatrics. I glanced. At the clock, 15 minutes left. What should I do tonight when panic hits? 3 steps, breathe pattern we practiced, speak your new mantra aloud, then write a letter you'll never send, rage and censored. Burn it? Up to you. Fire can cleanse. I grimaced. He forgot our anniversary last year. I forgave him, turns out, he spent it with her. That memory is acid right now. Neutralize it with truth, his choice, his loss. I nodded, shaky. This still feels like a nightmare I'll wake from. Your brain will keep whispering. That reality testing, evidence, support, sensory grounding, will steady you. I glanced out the window. It's sunny. Looks wrong. Sun can shine during storms. Both truths coexist. She smiled gently. We're at time. How do you feel? Numb, but seen. Seen is foundation. We'll build from there. She handed me a business card. Emergency line, mantra scribbled on back. I clutched it. Thank you for believing me. I'm honored to witness your truth. She opened the door, light from the hall poured in. Schedule follow-up before you leave. I nodded, stepping out. At home, I drop keys, shoes, preconceptions. I light a candle, pull out the floral journal again, Museum of Broken Foreshadowing, March 3rd. He surprised me with coffee in bed. Said, I choose you daily. I write beside it, he also chose her, April 10th, dreamt our kids would have his smile. I write, no child should inherit betrayal, September 12th, I lost the silver knot bracelet. He searched the whole apartment. I scrawl. He had already gifted it to Clara's. Pages curl under fresh ink. I close the relic, slide it under the couch like burial. I open a new notebook. First page, wounded. Aware. Adapting, second page, love does. Not excuse destruction, third page, blank, for possibilities, not lies. My phone flashes. Unknown again. I let it die. I grab water, almonds, blanket. Basic resources, Dr. Patel's prescription. I whisper my mantra 2 times, then again, louder. The room doesn't echo dramatic. It echoes adapting. Rain begins, polite. At first, then steady. I pick up a pen, start the unsent letter. Dear Daniel, I donated every memory that made you look like a hero. The thrift store refused, said they don't accept broken merchandise. I laugh, actual laugh. Progress. I keep writing until candle flickers low. Pages fill with poison-turned ink. Tomorrow I meet the lawyer. And I text Marissa 1 sentence, I slept sitting up encouraged tonight. She replies with a heart and the word, sister. The screen glow feels like a porch light guiding me home. I whisper one more time, wounded. Aware. Adapting, and I believe it enough to sleep. Ready? He asked, straightening his tie. I'm as ready as appearances require, I said, sliding the ring back onto my numb finger. He avoided my look. Mom will be happy we came. Mom loves theater, I muttered. We're giving her front row seats. He exhaled, turned the key. The car smelled of cologne and denial. I watched streetlights streak by, each flash a pulse of anger I kept. Beneath skin. At the venue, his parents' renovated Victorian, balloons bobbed beside roses. A banner read 60 fabulous years, Elaine. He offered his arm. I rested fingertips on his sleeve, nothing more inside, jazz spilled over chatter. Waiters. Floated with trays. My smile felt stapled. Daniel. Lena, his mother sang, arms wide. Her perfume, lilac and nostalgia, wrapped around us. Happy birthday, Elaine, I said, kissing air beside her cheek. You look radiant, dear, she replied. Green suits you. I tugged the emerald dress he gave Clara. Irony glittered. Like sequins. Come, mingle, she said. Families in the garden room. We followed. Cousins, colleagues, neighbors, faces blurred, and then Clara. She stood near the fireplace, silver flute in hand, braceletless wrist bare now. Her eyes widened, recovery instant. She flashed a polite smile, as if we'd met at yoga asterisk. I raised my glass slightly. She nodded, throat tight. Daniel murmured, I didn't know she'd be here. Lie softer, I whispered. Your voice is cracking. He looked away, adjusting his cuff. Marissa materialized, rescue embodied. You okay? Define okay, I said. She lowered her tone. Need extraction? Not yet. I want to watch him sweat. An aunt in sequin blue cornered us first. So, when am I finally getting a grandniece? I swallowed shards. Timing isn't our strong suit right now. Daniel chuckled too loudly. Work's been crazy. She winked. Don't wait forever. Clocks tick. My smile throbbed out. We moved on. His coworker Brad pumped Daniel's hand. Buddy, promotion rumors flying. Is the Singapore lead yours? Daniel stammered, still negotiating. I cut in, syrupy. Negotiations take integrity, yes? Brad laughed, unaware. Exactly. Near the dessert table, Elaine's sister. Admired my ring. Shines brighter every year. Must mean he treats you right. I twirled the diamond, felt heat in my cheeks. It measures light, not behavior. She blinked. Deep. At the bar, Clara dared approach. Lena, right? I faced her. Correct. Her voice quivered. Lovely party. Birthdays expose. Age and secrets, I replied. She opened her mouth, closed it. I'm sorry. For which part? I asked softly. She glanced around. All of it. I held her gaze until she looked away. Regret is cheaper than discipline, I said. Spend wisely. She stepped back, eyes glassy. Daniel tugged my arm. Stop. She started, I answered. He whispered, you're bleeding anger everywhere. I'm done bandaging his cuts, I said, nodding toward his mother. Tonight I bleed back. He rubbed his forehead. I'm begging. Save begging. For God or therapists. I sipped champagne. I'm just your reflection. A fork tapped crystal. His father, gray and jovial, called for attention. Toast time. Guests circled. I stepped beside Daniel, stage left. His mother glowed. Thank you, everyone, she began, sentences about gratitude, family, memories. I felt Clara's stare burn my shoulder. To the future, Elaine finished, lifting champagne glasses. Clinked, beautiful speech, I said loudly. Heads turned. I lifted my own flute. May we also toast to perfect illusions and fake smiles. Silence fell, sweet as revenge. Elaine frowned. Darling, what do you mean? I laughed, bright, brittle. Oh, I'm just celebrating theater. Daniel hissed, Lena, not now. Why? Curtains up, I replied. Murmurs rippled. Marissa's eyes asked, are you sure? I nodded. Elaine cleared her throat. You two are such a perfect couple. My laugh burst, unchecked. The room froze. Sorry, I said, wiping non-existent tears. Something in my throat. Clara set her glass down, stepping back. Daniel grabbed my wrist. We need air. Great idea. I let him pull me onto the patio, fairy lights twinkling overhead, cold December air cutting through champagne fog. What was that? He demanded, honesty with sparkle. You humiliated my mother. She'll survive. Hallmark will send a card. He dragged a hand through his hair. Clara's boss is a family friend. She wasn't invited by me. Coincidence of the century, I said. Did you plan the matching dress too? His jaw dropped. I twirled. Like it? Instagram liked it on her first. Lena, please. Say the word sorry without qualifiers. I'm sorry. For lying, cheating, breaking you. I breathed, feeling cold seep into bones. And ruining tonight. Tonight is confetti on a landfill. The damage was earlier. He exhaled clouds. What do you want from me? Truth in public. Acknowledgement. He stared at garden statues. Now. He swallowed. Okay. A wind chime tinkled above us, mocking the tension. He ran palms over his face. Tell me how to fix this. Start with silence, I said. Then listen to the volume of your choices. I'll quit the job, cut contact, delete socials, anything. Actions aren't a password reset, I answered. They're daily code. I'll prove it daily. Proof requires an audience that still believes. That's not me, Daniel. He bit his lip. Do you love me at all? I love the man you auditioned as. The real you is still in casting. He winced. I can be that man. Actors want roles, partners want reality. He kicked gravel. So this is the end? It's the intermission. Final act depends on you, therapy, time, and my healing. He nodded slowly, defeat settling like frost. He opened his mouth, closed it, then night answered for him. We re-entered. Conversation tried to heal but wobbled. I clinked my glass again. Apologies, everyone. Quick encore. Daniel's face paled. I spoke, my husband has something to share. Gasps, rustles. Daniel's voice cracked. I've made mistakes. I betrayed Lena's trust. We're working through it. Elaine whispered, mistakes. I added, multiple. Ongoing. Not bookkeeping. Errors. Clara lowered her head. Aunt Janice sputtered. Here? On a birthday? I shrugged. Truth has poor timing. Elaine reached for me. Sweetheart, I had no idea. Hardly your fault, I said gently. He wore masks well. Daniel rubbed his temples. Can we leave? Yes, I said. To crowd, enjoy cake. I walked out, not checking if he followed. Parking lot. Cold stars. Marissa hurried behind me. You detonated gracefully, she said. I aimed for surgical strikes, I replied, shivering. She draped her coat over my shoulders. Proud of you. I feel hollow. Normal. Trauma drain. Daniel approached, keys jangling. Get in the car. I'll ride with Marissa, I said. People will talk. Let them. Talking never killed me. Silence almost did. He stared, defeated. Will you come home later? I'll come to the house. Home's gone. He nodded, tears forming. I never wanted to lose you. Then you should have locked your phone. He flinched. I turned to Marissa. Drive? Anywhere. As we pulled away, I saw Clara exiting, face streaked. Daniel approached her, she shook her head, walked past. Karma on fast delivery. I in the passenger seat. I finally removed the ring, setting it on the dashboard. It caught a streetlight, flashed, then dulled. Marissa whispered, first breath? I inhaled, shaky but full. Freedom smells like winter. MS. Carmichael? The clerk peeked into the lobby. Attorney Salazar can see you now. I rose, clutching the folder fat with screenshots, bank summaries, and hotel folios. Marissa squeezed my arm. Deep breath. I've rehearsed, I whispered. Inside, walnut shelves hummed quiet confidence. Mr. Salazar greeted me with a measured smile. Call me Gabriel. Coffee? Only truth today, I said, sitting. Tell me what you have. I spread papers like tarot cards. March, Vineyard Inn. April, Downtown Hyatt. Same American Express ending in 0841, his card, our account. Marissa added, screenshots confirm Clara charged room service to his name. Gabriel studied them. Strong trail. Any texts confirming intimacy? I slid a printout. He wrote, room 614 is ours tonight. Her reply? Heart emoji. Clear. Gabriel nodded. He also spent marital funds. Judges dislike that. I don't want ashes, I said. I want equity. Outcome, he asked. Full divorce, legal separation, leverage? Undecided. I want balanced scales. He thinks charm erases math. Gabriel flipped pages. Timeline? I listed dates, he scribbled. Documentation is meticulous. I'm done being the blind wife. He offered a form. Sign, and I'll subpoena cell logs, travel points. My pen didn't shake. Do it. Marissa leaned back. She also recorded his patio confession last night. I produced my phone. For minutes, clear admission. Excellent. Gabriel smiled. One party consent state. Relief bloomed. He outlined next steps, disclosure demand, petition draft, negotiation window. I listened, steady. Leaving the office, Marissa exhaled. You looked powerful. Power feels like carrying fire without burning. I checked my watch. He thinks I'm at yoga. Let's test his fiction. Evening. Kitchen dim. Daniel entered, loosened his tie. Sorry, traffic. Board meeting ran late. I stirred tea, purse on my lap, evidence inside. Board meeting? Which board? Our advisory committee. Nothing big. He kissed my hair. I didn't lean. What? Floor hosts advisory. He blinked. 7th. Security feed shows that floor empty after 5. He froze. Why were you checking? Curiosity. I set a hotel receipt on the island. Or certainty. His face drained. Lena, room 614. Ring any bells? My voice stayed polite. He swallowed. I can explain. I know. You always can. I opened my purse. Slides tonight include credit charges, GPS pings, Clara's floral invoice. He sank onto a stool. Where did you get all that? Asterisk, knowledge. Is free with Wi-Fi and shared accounts. Ignorance cost me years. He buried his face. Please, I'm ending it, I swear. I'm ending something too. Legal counsel has been retained. His head snapped up. You hired a lawyer? 2 hours ago. We can fix this privately. Privacy bred the mold. Sunlight, Daniel. He reached, I withdrew. What are you asking for? Financial transparency. Court-ordered counseling. Postnuptial safeguards. And if I agree? Then we explore repair. If not, we litigate. Tears welled. I love you. Love without honesty is counterfeit. I stood. Think. Before dawn. I'll be at Marissa's. He whispered, don't leave. I picked up my purse. Consequences travel faster than you think. At Marissa's loft, I opened the folder again. She poured wine. Victory smells like toner and ink, I said. She clinked glasses. To truth having teeth. I sipped, feeling nerves settle. Tomorrow Gabriel files. Ready for blowback? I survived lies, truth can't hurt worse. Phone buzzed. Daniel, we need to talk. I'll sign anything. Another buzz. Therapy Friday booked. Marissa read over my shoulder. Promising? Promising isn't proof. I typed, put it in writing, CC my attorney. Send, she grinned. Strategic. We layered documents across the coffee table, building a fortress of facts until midnight. Gabriel's receptionist ushered us into his conference room next morning. A paralegal arranged neat stacks before 3 empty chairs. Gabriel entered. I've drafted the petition. Review. Seeing adultery. In ink felt surgical, bloodless yet exposing. I initialed every page. He asked, service options, server, certified mail, or voluntary acceptance. He values image. Offer acceptance first. If he stalls, we serve publicly at his office. Marissa grinned. Menu of embarrassment. Wheel. Freeze the joint credit line today, Gabriel continued. Points count as assets. Freeze everything. Consider a forensic accountant, he said. Hidden transfers follow guilt. Find every penny that smells like apology. He clasped my folder. Knowledge is leverage, but demeanor is power. Don't flinch. I already used my last flinch. Neutral diner, fluorescent honesty overhead. Recorder rolling in my purse. Daniel. Slid an envelope across. Voluntary acceptance, notarized. I signed. Good first step. I've scheduled audits of my accounts. Forward everything to Gabriel. Are we divorcing? We're negotiating reality. Outcome depends on sustained truth. Will you attend therapy? When actions match documents. You're different. I upgraded. I stood. We'll speak through counsel. He slowly removed his ring, set it on the formica. Symbolic. Symbols require substance. I left it behind. Gabriel filed the petition by noon. Minutes later, he emailed confirmation of frozen accounts and a rush order for phone logs. Marissa toasted with sparkling water. Pain into policy. Policy prevents encore performances. I drafted a discreet note to mutual friends, personal. Update attached. Respect our privacy and the legal process. Attachment, the hotel receipt header plus his patio confession clip. Send, notifications exploded, shock, empathy, stunned silence. His pristine reputation cracked in real time. I closed my laptop, exhaled. Marissa smiled. Proof and power, deployed. I finally slept, protected by paper shields and unbreakable resolve. Tonight, sit. I pointed at the bar stool. The kitchen lights were too bright, the quartz too clean, the air too thin. My pulse hammered, yet my voice stayed steady. Evidence. Weighted in neat piles, hotel folios, text prints, credit summaries, the recorded confession. Tonight wasn't revenge, it was autopsy. He dropped his briefcase. Lena, you're scaring me. Good. Fear focuses. What do you want? Truth without perfume. I already told you everything. Try again, with dates. I slid the first receipt. He glanced, paled. That wasn't what it looks like. It looks like adultery in Napa. He rubbed his eyes. It was a mistake. 1 weekend. Okay, 2. He swallowed. 3. How many lies equal? Nothing? Please let me explain. Explain the downtown Hyatt. I pushed the next folder. He flipped pages, voice cracking. That night meant nothing. Bills say otherwise. He raised trembling hands. I was lonely. I was exhausted, not absent. You were always working. I worked to pay mortgage and anniversaries you forgot. Tears welled. I felt neglected. I laughed once. Neglect doesn't swipe corporate Amex. He wiped his face. I'm sorry. Define sorry. I'd do anything to fix this. Undo history. I can't. Then state facts. He stared at the printouts. Clara and I started in March. Date? March 2nd. Frequency? Every couple weeks. Cost? He whispered the total. I wrote it down. I laid the recorder beside him. Press record. Admit everything. His shoulders slumped. You're killing me. Secrets killed us first. He pressed red. I, Daniel Carmichael, cheated on my wife. Keep talking. I spent marital funds, lied repeatedly, broke vows. Thank you. I stopped recording. He sobbed. Does this satisfy you? It satisfies the court. He grabbed my wrist. Don't leave. I eased free. Watch. I slid off my wedding ring, placed it on the quartz. Metal clinked like a gavel. He gasped. Lena, please. I met his eyes. I loved you too much. You read that as distance. I can change. Change for you, not me. I lifted my coat. Where will you go? To the life that still respects me. He sank to his knees. I need you. You need accountability. I stepped toward the door. One chance. 8 months of them expired. He pounded the floor. Tell me how to start. Therapy, restitution, solitude. Stay while I try. I already stayed while you lied. He wept openly. You're my home. I was your hiding place. Don't end us tonight. I ended dependency, not us. He lunged, blocking the doorway. We can rewrite this. I stood firm. Writers need clean paper. Remember Paris? The lock on the bridge? That was real. So was the key you threw away. My hands trembled, but I kept them still. You tossed commitment into the Seine long before Clara showed up. That trip was my idea. I smiled because I believed. The future was solid. Turns out it was clay. Clay can be reshaped. Not after it's fired. He pounded the wall. I hate myself. Hating yourself won't reimburse me. I'll transfer everything back tomorrow. Money is decimal therapy. Character needs surgery. I booked couples counseling. After I hired an attorney. He flinched. You're really doing this? Paperwork is ready. You got first notice. My parents will disown me. Consequences, not curses. She meant nothing. She meant convenience, a mirror flattering laziness. I was a mirror showing bills and ambition. I fell behind. So you cheated ahead. He looked up, eyes red. Were you ever happy? I was delirious the day we bought this house. I painted the bedroom sunrise yellow because I thought we'd wake in joy. It is a happy color. Sunrise over a graveyard now. Don't say that. Truth tastes bitter, swallow. I'm broken. Broken is fixable. You were careless. Teach me. I'm not your professor. Then be my witness. I already witnessed betrayal. He clutched the ring. Wear it again, give me a timeline, I'll pass every test. Love isn't remedial coursework. He slammed the ring down. So that's it? For tonight, yes. Where do we go from here? I go forward, you go inward. Silence swelled until the refrigerator hummed louder. Will there be someone else? He whispered. I'm not interviewing candidates. I'm interviewing myself. Are you afraid? Terrified, but fear is lighter than deceit. I opened the door. Cold air kissed my face. Can I hug you, just once? Hugs are earned. He folded, shoulders shaking. I can't breathe. Neither could I, for months. I stepped onto the porch. Send your written apology to my lawyer by noon. Or, what? Or we proceed without agreement. I'll sign. Good night, Daniel. Good night, Lena. I descended the steps, each footfall spelling freedom. Winter stars cut clean above rooftops. My breath fogged, but inside I felt astonishingly clear. I whispered to the night, I survived. My phone pinged, Marissa, guest room ready. I texted, on my way. I glanced back once, his silhouette filled the doorway, small against the light. I didn't wave. I didn't cry. I simply started the car, placed the folder beside me, and drove toward whatever tomorrow dared to be. At the red light I replayed his confession. The words hurt, yet they verified my sanity. I whispered, I am enough. The signal turned green, and so did the horizon ahead. Did you see the post? Marissa asked, shoving her phone across the cafe table. I sipped chamomile. Which one? There are so many funerals dressed as updates. Daniel's company announced he's been reassigned. Translation, demoted. I glanced. A bland statement, no sympathy. Corporate karma speaks in human resources. She lowered her voice. Feel anything? Not glee, I said. Maybe gravitational balance. 3 weeks had passed since I left the ring on the quartz. In that time, silence became my favorite furniture. Daniel tried filling it, calls, emails, voice notes, noise. I trained myself to ignore. Marissa tapped a screenshot. Clara blocked him. I raised an eyebrow. She thought you two were separated, not married. When she learned the truth, she bailed. Cheaters rarely read small print, I muttered. My phone buzzed. Daniel, can we talk? Urgent. I locked the screen. Marissa watched. Nothing? Closure doesn't require conversation, I said. It requires comprehension. That's on him. Later, at my apartment, the tiny one over the florist, I arranged peonies for tomorrow's class. The doorbell chimed. I peered through the peephole, mutual friend Jacob, holding coffee. I opened. Thought you could use caffeine, he said. Thanks. Long shift? Long fallout. He exhaled. People at the office are distancing themselves. He keeps asking why no one answers. I set the cup down. Self-inflicted wireless dead zone. He says he misses you. Missing isn't action. Jacob studied the petals. Are you okay? Healing. That's different. He nodded, hugged me lightly. Left. Evening. Rain tapped glass. A new message banner. I lost everything, Lena. Then paragraphs of digital remorse. I read only the preview, then open to mark as read. Nothing more. Marissa called. He texted me. Says you won't respond. I don't owe commentary on consequences. Want me to block him? Let him talk to the void, I said, dropping the phone into a drawer. Saturday brunch with Mom at the farmer's market. She picked blueberries, she whispered. He sent an apology letter to us. Did you read it? Skimmed. Lots of regret verbs. That seems to be his new hobby. She touched my arm. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of me, too, I admitted, surprised the words fit. Monday therapy. Dr. Patel smiled. Updates? He's experiencing social drought. How do you react internally? Like watching winter from indoors, cold outside, but I'm warm. Have you responded? I leave messages on read. That dot is my boundary. She nodded. Power is sometimes a silent notification. I don't want revenge, I said. I just want peace. You can have both, she replied. Peace inside, justice outside. Midweek, Daniel appeared outside the florist shop, hair unkempt. He stepped in as windbells chimed. Can we please talk? Customers glanced. I kept arranging tulips. He whispered, I'm not here to cause a scene. I didn't look up. Then leave. 5 minutes. I trimmed stems. Your clock ran out. He exhaled. Clara's gone. Everyone's gone. That isn't a conversation opener, it's a status update. He swallowed. I've been sober 21 days from lying. Keep counting privately. He slid an envelope onto the counter. Full repayment. Plus interest. I finally met his eyes. Red, rimmed, searching. I said, money was never the deepest debt. He nodded, voice cracking. I understand now. Good, I said, sliding the envelope back. Use it for therapy. He closed his hand around it like a coal. I'm sorry. I heard, I replied, returning to flowers. He waited, realized no encore was coming, and walked out. The bell jingled, petals stopped trembling. That night Marissa video called. Saw him leave. You okay? Better than the tulips, he startled. He looked wrecked. Karma doesn't knock, I said. It walks right in and sits on your couch. She chuckled. You're sure you're done? I nodded. My heart doesn't jump at his name anymore. It walks past. Week 5. Lawyer emailed finalized financial split, equitable, precise. I signed, scanned, sent. Gabriel replied, he accepted. Terms immediately. I typed, acceptance is easier when reality's already taken the rest. Send. On Sunday I strolled the Riverside Trail alone. Geese cut V-shapes across gray water. A jogger I recognized from couples barbecues slowed. Hey, Lena. Marcus, I greeted. He shuffled. Haven't seen you two around. There is no two. He nodded, cheeks pink. He told the guys. He messed up. Didn't blame you. Growth spurt, I said. Marcus kicked a pebble. For what it's worth, I always thought you deserved better support. Worth plenty, I replied, meaning it. He waved, jogged on. The sky brightened. A fraction. I realized people were choosing sides and I wasn't ashamed to be one side alone. Back home I found an envelope under my door, handwritten, no stamp, inside, a photograph of our Paris lock, clipped from his album, and a note. I removed it from the bridge. Thought maybe you'd want to keep the memory. I traced the rusty metal in the picture, then slid it into the recycling bin. Memories aren't souvenirs, they're lessons. Some deserve landfill. I felt lighter watching it disappear. Into nothing completely. Friday afternoon. Group chat of mutual friends pinged. Sasha, anyone going to Daniel's birthday drinks? Omar, probably cancelled. Not a great year, Tyler, I'm out. Too awkward, silence after that. I muted the thread, breathing relief. Night winds hissed through window seams. Phone lit again. Daniel, I know I hurt you beyond words. I'm working every day to become someone you could forgive, even if you never return. Thank you for teaching me what love really is. I opened the message, read each syllable, felt no stab. I tapped the screen, set it down, let it glow, then fade. Closure isn't a door slam, it's the quiet when nobody tries to open it anymore. I brewed chamomile, journaled 3 words, wounded, aware, adapting. Tomorrow I'd teach floral design to 12 hopeful newcomers. Life smelled like peonies and promise. Outside, sirens murmured, but inside, silence bloomed. Welcome to Unit 3B, the super said, sliding keys across the bare counter. I answered, it smells like freedom, and primer. You sure you don't need movers? I carried heartbreak, I can carry boxes. He chuckled. Respect, and left me alone with echoing walls. I set the first carton down. Hello, future, I whispered. Silence answered back impossibility. I pried open paint cans, sunrise yellow for the living room, twilight teal for the bedroom. Marissa FaceTimed. How's the fortress? Small, warm, mine. Need help? I need music. On it. She angled the phone toward her. Speaker, drums exploded. I laughed. Perfect. Remember to hydrate, she teased. I have juice and revenge. Revenge? Color therapy. Watch. I swiped yellow across drywall. Ooh, bold. So am I. Call if you fall off the ladder. I don't fall anymore. I pivot. Paint fumes mingled with satisfaction. My phone pinged, local shelter, calico female approved for adoption. I typed, I'll be there at 2. Shelter lobby. A volunteer guided me. Meet Juniper. A tiny cat pressed her forehead into my palm. Do you approve? She purred. Volunteer smiled. She's picky. That's a yes. I respect picky. Paperwork signed, carrier latched, new heartbeat secured. Back home Juniper sniffed corners, tail high. Rule 1, no lying. Rule 2, we dance. She meowed assent. Marissa arrived with pizza boxes. Cheese or spinach? Both. Balance. Juniper hopped between us. Marissa gasped, you actually did it. Meet my accountability partner. Marissa scratched furry ears. Excellent choice. I poured sparkling water. Toast, to reclaimed names. Glasses clinked, later I peeled. Painter's tape when Mrs. Alvarez from next door peered in. New tenant? Freshly hatched. She sniffed. Smells like lemons. Hope it tastes like them, too. My late husband hated bold colors. Then your walls mourned him. She chuckled. Supper at 7? Kindness accepted. Dinner. In her cozy kitchen felt like belonging. She served rice and beans. Some men treat wives like wallpaper. You changed the color. I became the mural. She handed me a tiny plant. Resurrection fern, looks dead, then greens after rain. Perfect metaphor, I said, hugging her. Saturday morning I laced sneakers. Mirror check, ponytail, determination. Let's dance again. Community center receptionist smiled. Haven't seen you since spring. Had a detour. Salsa. Instructor shouted, partners, find each other. I raised a hand. I'm flying solo. He winked. We'll pair you. A gray-bearded man stepped forward. First time? First time back. Music surged. He spun me, I laughed, unforced. Sweat tasted like resurrection. Song ended, he said, great energy. Comes from leaving bad batteries. Evening video with Dr. Patel. Independent living feels like wearing my own skin, I reported. Any lapses? I leave his messages on read. Healthy boundary. I painted walls, adopted a cat, danced. Movement rewrites trauma. I no longer chase closure. I cultivate it. Keep journaling, she urged. Entry #42 Mom texted, Dad hung your painting. I replied, my name looks good in frames, doesn't it? Heart emoji followed, doorbell, courier envelope, final decree. I traced the embossed seal. Juniper pawed the corner. It's official, I told her. She yawned, unimpressed. I slid the decree into a drawer labeled finished chapters. Phone lit, Daniel. I muted it. I'm not broken, I told the cat, I'm in process. Thursday grocery run. Cashier asked, paper or plastic? Reusable, I answered, and felt the word echo through my life. Dance studio exit. Graybeard, Leo, offered water. You're moving better. Trauma never had rhythm, I said. I'm teaching it. Showcase in 2 weeks, he noted. Need partners. I laughed. Stage fright. Spotlight kills shadows. I considered, then nodded. Performance rehearsal. Instructor clapped. Lena leads next turn. Lead. Your center is strong now. I inhaled, guided Leo through a spin. Applause erupted, pride, not shame, flushed my cheeks. Text from Troop, showcase 2 weeks away, Lena and Leo listed. Heart pinged. Marissa said, do it. I might trip. Then rise to rhythm. I clicked accept. Night before showcase I dreamt of bridges collapsing. Juniper's paw on my cheek pulled me to dawn light. Let's cross new ones, I whispered. Performance day. Backstage mirrors buzzed with nervous chatter. Leo squeezed my shoulder. Breathe. Music exploded. We stepped into glare. Hips answered drums, smile erupted. Dip, hold, safe. Cheers thundered. Leo whispered, you own that floor. I own me, I panted. Messages poured in. One from Daniel, saw the video. Proud of you. I archived it. Neutrality intact. Sunday calm. I repotted Mrs. Alvarez's fern. Tiny green flags unfurled. Resurrection suits you, I said. Evening. Marissa and I assembled IKEA shelves, screws scattered. She groaned, why no instructions? There are. We skipped them, like my marriage. She laughed, then sobered. You're glowing. I stopped dimming. Keep wattage high. I slid Juniper's nameplate above her bowl. Identity matters. She licked my hand. Night settled soft. I set the showcase acceptance aside and pulled out my journal. Juniper circled 3 times before curling at my feet. I wrote slowly, ink steady for once. He was the worst thing that ever happened to me. And the best thing that ever set me free. I closed the book, kissed the spine, and placed it on the brand new shelf. The room smelled like paint and possibility. I whispered into the lamplight, my name is still mine, and the walls, yellow, brave, echoed it back. Outside, the city murmured, but inside, I finally believed the quiet at last completely.